Good morning, everybody. A dark Monday morning. The way that the new schedule's gonna work out now is that it's gonna be every other week that I do the deep thoughts from the dashboard, because recently my personal life has changed a touch, and now I'm responsible for getting my son to his friend's house on the weeks that he's in my care. So that is why last week there were no early morning deep thoughts from the dashboard. They ended up being deep thoughts from my classroom instead, or deep thoughts from the dining room. Wherever the deep thoughts were coming from, I did try to stay in touch on Periscope and not let any of my thoughts or ideas kind of slide by the wayside. So good morning, happy Monday, everyone. Lots of stuff going on. Hard to believe that 2015 is closing out, and 2016 promises to be a pretty awesome year. Lots going on in the next week and a half. That's the amount of time we have until Christmas break or holiday break, or however you want to call it. So this week in particular, what's going on for me, first of all, big news is that Hacking Assessment, the book that I've been working on for a while, that a lot of people have been waiting for, is out. There was a soft launch this weekend just on Kindle. The paperback will be coming out later this week. So those folks out there who really love the idea of doing no grades, the book kind of outlines how to do that, and it's available. And the most amazing thing was that by last night, it was a #1 bestseller on Amazon in the Kindle store, and this morning when I checked again, it was still a bestseller, and I know that they update that hour by hour, so I'm pretty excited about that. It's good news. Beyond that, I'm working with my students. I didn't get through as much as I wanted to get through this weekend. I was still feeling a little under the weather, and the motivation aspect of doing stuff and being on my computer was a little challenging. So I got through about a third of the essays I needed to get through, so that's on the agenda for today. I did write a post on starsaxene.com about providing more specific feedback for kids, and there's a short video in there, a screencast about how we can do that. Once you start implementing reflections in your classroom and you make it a part of everyday learning, when you read a student's reflection before you read their work, which I strongly recommend that you do, you have a good sense of what the kids think that they're doing well, and you also have a good sense about where they struggled, where they put the effort in. And when you do that, then you could provide them very specific feedback based on the information they gave you. So if a student said to me, last time you told me I needed to work on sentence variety and depth of analysis, when I read through their paper, those are the specific things I'm going to look for. If it's improved, I'm going to highlight areas where they've done a really good job. I'm going to tell them why they've done a really good job and how it's improved since the last time. And if there's still trouble, then I'm going to also mention that. And then I'll probably suggest a strategy, and if a strategy is not enough, I'll likely suggest at that point that we have some kind of conference to sit down and go through the essay together to set some goals for the next time. Otherwise, I always recommend that students continually track their progress and set new goals at the end of each assignment, so that when it does come time for the next project or paper, they have specific ideas about the things that they're working on. They're able to re-cue me in to those things, and then I'm able to give them the specific help that they need to be successful. And let's face it, that's really what we're in this for, to help kids be successful. So as the year is wrapping up, students in my class are now doing some great production for newspaper. That's another really awesome thing. The kids took home first place at the Baruch High School Journalism Conference, which they have the Newsies Awards. The online newspaper came in first in New York City. We beat out Townsend Harris this year, which was a big deal for us because we lose to them every year. And the online magazine's really only been around for about 4 years now. We've switched over to a completely digital program from the paper program that we had before, and it has really paid off well. I'm very, very, very proud of the work my students do, and this recognition, in addition to the Gold Crown they are finalists for from CSPA, as well as the gold distinction, the first class distinction with 2 different individual distinctions from NSPA this year for writing and content was also huge for my students, and we are in a constant loop of trying to make things improve. Anyway, happy Monday. I'm sure I'll be checking in. Hope everyone has a spectacular day.